Mr. Wei Meng, Your Excellencies, and other officials, staff, scientists from the SINOVAC Life Science, and to our fellow participants from all over the world, a good day to all of you. First of all, I commend the SINOVAC for organizing this conference. Gatherings such as this are crucial as they provide opportunities for stakeholders to touch base with each other and share best practices and jointly develop innovative solutions for the solutions of this pandemic. As we confront the difficulties caused by this health crisis, there is a greater need for us to collaborate, complement, and harmonize all our efforts in order to save humanity. This is the only way that we can adapt and thrive in the so-called new normal. The pandemic has truly tested the resolve of our nation, but what has enabled our countries to effectively address the challenges is to gather all the countries together to fight this common enemy and pandemic. Each of us have individual and collective key roles to play. For instance, in our country, while the national government takes leading a role in allocating deploying COVID-19 vaccine, the private sector and the medical community and other private organizations are regularly consulted to ensure that all our actions are aligned with each other. This is the reason why our national vaccination program is on track. As of November 18, our country has received a total of 129 million vaccines, more than half of which came from SINOVAC, and we thank SINOVAC for this steady supply that we have. And because of this, 72 million people have taken the jab, with 42.24% of the target populations are now fully vaccinated. We expect these numbers to rise significantly in the coming weeks as local government units continue to scale up their respective vaccination throughput. The latest data showed that the government has successfully created a balance between public health and economy. Our gross domestic product has expanded to 7.1% on the third quarter of this year, while the positivity rate of our COVID-19 infections is now below 5%. And our decisions to get the SINOVAC as early as February is really a good decision for all of us. This positive development are concrete proof of that our country's pandemic response and mitigation efforts are bearing fruit. We are now seeing the light at the end of the tunnel as our nation's health situation continues to improve. SINOVAC Coronavac vaccine has been instrumental in accelerating the implementation and expanding the coverage of our vaccination rollout. To recall, SINOVAC was the first manufacturer to deliver vaccines to the Philippines in February 2028 with the courtesy of our friend Chinese government. These life-saving vaccines enable us to begin the inoculation of our people in March, especially those who are highly vulnerable to the virus, such as the healthcare workers, senior citizens, and the people with comorbidities. These early deliveries were very critical as almost all Western-made brands at the time were in short supply as manufacturers could not be given the firm commitment on when they will be able to make the deliveries to our country. Indeed, SINOVAC, through Madam Helen, has shown and proven to be highly reliable partner, as shown by its speed and consistency in delivering the vaccines steadily over the months, particularly at the last month of August, September, and October. In fact, SINOVAC has delivered the most vaccine doses to our country, which now comprises the main bulk of the supply inventory, more or less 54%. As of November 18, we have received 54.02 million SINOVAC vaccines doses, or more than 42% of the nation's total supply. SINOVAC vaccine has protected millions of Filipinos from the life-threatening effects of COVID-19 virus. The vaccine's capacity to provide a high level of protection, together with our excellent partnership with SINOVAC Life Science, means that Coronavac will continue to be a major part of our country's national immunization program. On behalf of the Philippine government and the Filipino people, I would like to express our gratitude to SINOVAC Life Science, headed by Ms. Helen Yang and Sherry Law, and also Sir Wei Meng, that the Chinese government and Ambassador Wang Xilian for the assistance you have given to our country's vaccination rollout and for inviting me to this conference. We will always remember and we will not forget your act of kindness. And I would like to also to commend all the attendees for joining this conference. Let us continue to work together to put an end to this pandemic as we move towards the road of economic recovery. Once again, a good day to everyone.